Dr. Mahar Javed, who is currently the Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Pakistan here in Berlin. Prior to joining his diplomatic assignment in Berlin, Dr. Javed worked as Deputy Head of Mission in Pakistan, Sofia, and Director General for Europe at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Islamabad. He'll be speaking tonight on a fascinating topic, that of ancient civilizations of Pakistan. So ladies and gentlemen, I would ask you to please join me in a very, very warm welcome for Dr. Masar Javed. Please.
Thank you. Excellency Mia Manzoor Wattu, Federal Minister of Pakistan, Mr. Mark Donfried, Director and Founder of Institute of Cultural Diplomacy, dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's always interesting to see things that exist before us and on the ground. But I personally find it even more interesting to visualize things that existed years before us, and now they might be buried somewhere under the ground. We can't see them, but we can definitely visualize them. So the basic theme of my presentation is the ancient civilizations of Pakistan. And my objective is to make you all realize that there existed thousands of years ago a whole society, a culture, a civilization that may not be unique to that land that we call Pakistan right now, but it has a rich civilizational heritage. And listening to Mr. Mark Donfried, it was a surprise that you have not been to Pakistan. So one of the challenges that I impose on myself today is to create enough interest and curiosity in you that should force you to go to Pakistan. Thank you. Now, Pakistan is house to remnants of three ancient civilizations: Gandhara civilization, the Indus Valley civilization, which existed 2500 to 1500 BC, and the oldest of them, the Mehergarh civilization, which existed 7,000 years to 2,500 years BC. And this Mehergarh is considered to be the precursor of Indus Valley civilization. Now, I'm sure you would realize that it's impossible to recount the history of 7,000 years in 15 or 20 minutes that I have. So I will just touch upon some of the main important issues pertaining to Gandhara civilization. Pakistan northern parts were house to the ancient Gandhara civilization, and the areas where the centers of this civilization were located are now known as Peshawar, Taxila, Swat, and the adjoining plateau. Let's look at the map. This area. Do we have pointer? Anyway, it's in the north. There, right next to the Afghan border, the Peshawar and the adjoining area. Thank you. The Gandhara kingdom lasted from early 1st millennium before Christ to the 11th century AD, and its peak was from the 1st to the 5th century and under Buddhist rule. The main cities of this civilization were, I'm sorry, I might have some problem pronouncing the ancient names, Purushupara, which is now modern Peshawar, Takshashila, which is modern Taxila, and Pushkalavita, which is a small town now called Charsada. These images show the present form of these cities. And just for the sake of comparison, when we see this place, it's interesting, or at least I find it so, to visualize how this city looked like 5,000 years ago. That is Taxila, the ancient ruins. The prehistoric evidence suggests that this land was inhabited up to 15,000 years ago, And the latest research shows that the traces might be even older, going as far as 30,000 years ago. This is one of the oldest traces of life or inhabitation found anywhere in the world. Just a few points on the history. Cyrus the Great, he built the first universal empire, which stretched from Greece to Indus River in 558 to 530 BC. That was followed by a decay of the Persian hold in 380 BC, when many small kingdoms emerged from the same place. Now, in 327, it was this Gandhara civilization which fascinated and attracted Alexander the Great to conquer up to that empire. And that era, the Alexander's era, it lasted for 25 years. So much for the history. Now, the important developments of that civilization, which are the milestones of mankind evolution, are the use of coin currency, which was used first time in this region and in that period. Then was the iron tools and weapons, which have been found in excavations in Texela. And then is the oldest university in the world, which was founded in Texela. Now, if we look at these areas, they roughly conform to currency is finance, use of iron tools is industry, use of iron weapons is defense, and the oldest university is education. So even in that civilization, we see milestones of all the major or important areas of any country or government or society that exists today. Now, that is all past. Just a few words about how we rediscovered the past. It was in 1848 that British General Alexander Cunningham, the famous archaeologist, he found Gandhara sculptures in the north of Peshawar. It was again he who identified the Texela archaeological sites in 1860. Since then, many Buddhist statues have been discovered in that area. Then from 1912 to 1934, John Marshall discovered a large number of stupas and monasteries. Here, let me also mention that Gandhara civilization was the place where where Buddhism was adopted as the state religion, and it continued for 1,000 years. This is an interesting photograph from Texela, and the interesting part of it is that this is the photograph, and this is a pencil sketch of the same photograph. This pencil sketch has been prepared by a German artist who lives in Munster, Mrs. Ute Elpers. And the interesting thing is she has never been to Pakistan, but she has a lot of interest, and she prepared many pencil sketches, including this one from Texela. Gandhara civilization has a lot of artistic beauty in itself, and its sculptures are available in most of the important and big museums in the world, most importantly in Pakistan. This is one of the artifacts from Gandhara civilization, which is there in Lahore Museum. And just to share a personal experience, Lahore Museum is next to where I live in Lahore. And I'm not an archaeologist or a regular student of archaeology ever in my life. But this single artifact could create enough interest in me to stand before it and think for hours that with each of its carvings, there was somebody somewhere, maybe 3,000 years ago, who made it. And that person is dead, his generations are dead. But the piece of art that he created, it still survives and attracts human attention. These are the designs which are based on the modern day designs of jewelry, which are quite similar to the ones found in Gandhara. So we might have come up with many inventions, but beauty is nobody's invention. It's as ancient as human life, and nor is utility. Now, important remnants of the Buddhist construction are the stupas and the buildings which are clearly recognize the Greek style of columns and lengthy staircases. This is obvious that with that kind of rich heritage, whatever has been discovered and found in there, even in today's culture, you do find its traces, whether it's dress, its cuisine, or even some of the surnames. Now, if I have succeeded in generating any interest, these are some of the museums where these artifacts could be seen. They are in Pakistan and in other countries, including Paris, London, Tokyo, Rome. So whenever you go to any of these places, please do visit them. And if you don't plan a foreign tour in the near future, we have something for you in your neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you.